I think a lot of people also avoid it because no one ever wants to give porn a bad name.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're like, this is a perfect industry. Everyone's happy and everyone's treated well. And I always say, if we were more honest about the shit, as well as everything that's great and empowering and all the positive sides of it, then I think the rest of society would look at us with a lot more respect. But they just know that there's more than what a lot of people are saying.
Yep.
So I think it's cool that you've shared your experience with, you know, your ups and your downs.
Thanks.
You also, so when you were shooting mainstream, you did have like a long-term relationship. What was that like?
It's so weird. It's so weird because I'm out here having sex with all these dudes.
Right.
But to me, it doesn't mean anything, you know? But I think that he thinks it means something when he's having sex with all these girls.
Okay.
So it was very hard for me. I got over it, kind of. Like, I was just like, oh, he's going to work. But there was one girl. I'm not jealous because jealous means that I want something you have. I'm territorial. And this one girl I was jealous of. So I was like, okay, no. No. And I freaked out. So I don't recommend it, like dating another performer.
It's got to be. So for me, I always lived on the East Coast, and then I would go out and I would stay for like 2 to 3, sometimes 4 weeks at a time, shoot, and then I would come home for a long period of time and like detox and then go back. And I feel like if you don't get that break, you can so easily just get sucked into this false reality that's the industry, right? Like when you say the industry, it's not just shooting. It's like who your friends are, who your relationships are with, where you're going out, where you're eating. It's all like for Instagram, essentially. And you think that all of this is real. And then when shit hits the fan, if something serious happens, like maybe you're having struggles with addiction, or maybe like a family member dies, whatever it is, all these people just scatter and no one's actually
Who's there?
Right. And you're like, what have I been investing my time, energy, and love into?
That happened to me. Like, that happened to me. My ex broke up with me over FaceTime in an elevator full of people.
No way.
Yeah. So that I was already like in a super depressed, on the verge of using again. I stopped because I wanted to stay in that relationship. I started again because it ended. So right when that ended, I OD'd and I flatlined in LA, and I had nobody. My mom had to come out.
Wow.
So it gets heavy, and like, these people like were not my friends. Like, yeah, we look great together shooting, but like, nah, my real friends are like out there. You know what I mean?
That's really intense. So who found you? Because that's
Abella Danger found me.
Wow.
It was actually I don't know if you want me to go into it, because it's actually
whatever you're
like
comfortable with,
a huge thing. I took Xanax laced with fentanyl.
Oh wow.
I'm so freaking lucky. I'm like blessed. Like, something seriously wants me here, because I've flatlined like 3 times.
Wow. I just got goosebumps.
I know. I'm like, that's why I'm like, so, I don't know.
So when that happened, did you have any crazy like after death or near death experiences?
For a little while after that, it took me a long time to get clean after that. And before I got clean, I was like dancing with the idea of death, you know? I was like, oh, I was peaceful. I didn't feel anything when I flatlined. Ugh, I hate that because like I am so blessed and love my life today, but like back then it was just so dark, you know? Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
I was wondering if you had seen the light that people talk about. No,
there's no light.
No light.
I mean, okay, what I read is that when a body dies, the soul takes a while to come out. That's why I might have not seen the light or whatever. And the soul is like dancing around with you until they decide to do their own thing. That's what like I was taught as a kid.
Okay.
But I think that's why, like, I saw dark. Everyone's like, oh no, you see a light. That I'm like, oh really? But there was nothing.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But it's hopeful because what I just said, like, you can
it was peaceful.
go to, yeah, there might be something different, like another life, you know?
Yeah. Wow, that's really freaking scary. And your poor mom.
Yeah. And my mom had already gone through that. The main reason I started using again in 2012 is because my dad tried to kill himself, and he OD'd, and that now gives me a lot of like stuff, like when I'm feeling down and I'm like, because I struggle with depression and all that good stuff, and sometimes the thoughts pass by and I'm just like, what? Like, you would even have that thought cross your mind when he did that to you, like, you want to do that to your family? So like I have such an appreciation for life now. Like, I've felt how low it can be, you know, but I've felt how freaking high it can be. And I would rather have that than no human experience at all, you know?
So the process of you getting clean, what helped you the most?
Probably like the look on my dad's face. I went back home for Christmas in 2017, and he opened the door and he didn't recognize me.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was like 90 pounds and bad, just really bad. So like every time I thought of that, I was just like, I want to be healthy. I want to be proud of myself, and I want my family to be proud of me too. So I want to fucking do this. So I got clean, but I relapsed. You know, it happens. But I didn't like the relapse because I had that head full of like, oh, you're clean, you have better things to do, all this. I had that full head of that, and I just ruined it by getting